streaming.
Start streaming. Hold on, I'm getting my cards.
You are?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I have all the different decks.
Wonderful.
Yes.
You're
I'll
collecting
show them
decks
off
now?
right now. Yeah, well, I've got all the different ones that I use, and then of course I have the ones that I mainly connect to, which are my butterfly cards, and then I also am very connected, and Chris is really connected to these Archangel Michael cards. He's been doing Archangel Michael readings. Got my angel cards, life purpose cards, another angel deck.
Sweet. Well, we're live on everywhere.
Oh, yay! We're live. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're live on Twitter. We're live
Yay.
on
Hello,
Periscope.
Twitter world.
We're live on YouTube. We're live on... Are we live on... What's that radio thing that we usually go on that you had to renew?
No. We're not live on the old radio thing because I didn't know if it would be worth paying the 100 and something for one person to go in there and listen.
Oh, so you're admitting that's not really beneficial to us anymore?
Yeah, we're way past Mixler. We've outgrown it.
Aw, poor Mixler. It's like we lost our baby.
Yeah, it is, but I think Mixler would be happy for us.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. Don't you agree?
I think they would. I think they'd be happy with where we're at so far, you know?
Yeah. The sad thing is, remember, I used to upload all our shows onto Mixcloud. And we were really doing really well there. Remember, we used to be like the Mixcloud top 10.
Right.
We could probably still there's a way to go live. That would probably be more beneficial than Mixer is Mixcloud because there's more people on Mixcloud.
Right.
So maybe that's another platform that we can look at. I'll look into that. Maybe eventually iTunes.
Sure. I think that would be cool.
Sure.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. They're alive. Yes, we are. What's going on, everybody?
We are live,
I know
guys.
it's been a while, but Dee, tonight it was me. I had to go late. Well, and then Dee had the sty, and then in her eye. You guys can't tell, but that caused her to be late, even though she had an extra hour to restart her computer. What do you have, like an Apple IIe? Is that what you're using, like from 1984?
No. No.
Bringing back retro.
Yeah, I've got a retro laptop, and it always takes about 3 hours to prepare. I have to clean it out. I have to go through and delete all the cookies. I don't know what cookies are, but I know they're important.
They're important to delete for sure, yeah. Hey, what's up, Sue? Yeah. What's up, Tia? There's a lot of people in there saying hello. Guys, thanks for sharing this video, retweeting, inviting friends on Periscope, saying hi to everybody on YouTube. Whatever you can do to help us. We love you for it.
Hi, everybody.
So tonight's gonna be a fun show, guys. Tonight we are going to talk some paranormal stuff, and we're gonna do some readings, and we are going to answer questions, and go over some cool events that we have coming up. And I'm gonna do something that is totally not in the ballpark of what I would normally do.
Which is
talk about something that irritates me.
Wow.
I usually don't talk about stuff that and you know how I am, and you know how
I know because you talk to me, and you've actually helped me a great deal, and you should be proud of me too because I've actually stayed quiet for a long time about stuff that you know about.
Yeah, and basically what I wanted to do is without LeCleo, Nicole, give a shout out. Hey, what's up? What's up, Dominique? I know a lot of people, when I start talking about this, are going to think, he's talking about me. And the fact of the matter is, I've talked to a lot of people, including you, about my stance on how to react to things and how to perceive things. And I think I just want to kind of come out publicly with my stance on how I feel we could better the paranormal community in whole. Because a lot of people, I guess it comes down to, are you a follower or are you an individual? You know what I mean?
That's right.
Are you a follower or are you an individual? And I'd like to take a look. I know you and Chris have been getting a lot of shit lately, And
Yeah.
it's been it just but we'll just keep it at that. And
Mhm.
with what we do in the field, um, especially you and Chris with the psychic
Mhm.
stuff, you get a lot of backlash sometimes, and
Mhm.
there's always going to be those people out there, and you can't control how you people are. It's a free country, and they can say what they
Yeah,
want to say.
and it really, like you say, it's a free country. They can say what they want to say, and that's fine. I mean, I don't wish anybody bad, and I don't,
No,
you know.
and I can sit back and I can say I've known you for what 3 years now, and or at least almost 3 years, and there's not a ounce of bad bone in your body. Anything that you've ever wanted to do has been positive. All the messages that you portray online are positive. Well, there's been a few that I have to say, Denise, what did you put that on online for?
Yeah,
Delete that right away. Like, but I
and I
mean,
do, and I do listen to you, and that's why. I mean, if I were anybody else, I'd be like, you know what? But no, it's true. You're like, we've got this brother-sister relationship, and I do take into account what you tell me, and then I'm always, you know what, Dan, you're right. I'm more of a reactor, but that's why I say you should be proud of me because for the longest time now, that's one thing that you've really helped me with. Just think about it, relax, take a moment, and then vent. And so I bother you
assess.
with it.
People need to have some patience, and people need to
That's right.
look. People need to look at the whole picture. And I
Mhm.
and I and I revert back to falling back on: are you a follower or are you an individual? If you would you take advice, you can take as much advice as you want from people, but
Mhm.
have I got to look at it like this: have I, or has Denise, or has Chris, or whoever you have a beef with, have we ever done anything bad to you, or have we ever done anything wrong that would make you want to jump to conclusions without actually meeting with us or talking with us? And
Exactly.
I say that to a lot of people, and I say that to not just you. There's been other people that have asked me how to handle situations in the past, and I said, and I've always said, that person's never done me wrong, and until they
Mhm.
do, I'm not going to turn around and say, oh, they're this or they're that, because I have to judge for myself how that person is and how that person's going to react, how I react to that situation.
Mhm.
And when I see things happening online where people are talking bad about people, or bashing people, or jumping to conclusions saying that they know things that they really don't because they weren't at a situation, or that that frustrates me, because we should be focusing our energy on positive things, not all this
Mhm.
negative stuff. There's How many psychics do you think there are in this world? I mean, come on. There's a
Yeah.
ton of them, right? There's a ton of psychics, and if we could all just focus our energy on positive things, the
Mhm.
world would be that much better. And to put a kibosh saying things, I mean, it's focusing on the wrong. Where you guys are trying to give a positive image, and a positive, um, you're giving positive messages to people for healing. And the other thing that I want to do is, I've known Chris for quite a couple of years now, and I've seen stuff online. I
Mhm.
would put my reputation on the line for Chris. And knowing that he's a psychic medium, he doesn't need the box to do a reading. For all those people out there that are,
Oh
I've
yeah.
seen so many people saying, "Why does he need the box? Why does he need it?" The box is just another outlet. It's a unique thing that not a lot of people have,
Mhm.
and it's just another outlet for people to use if they want to. They don't have to. They don't need. You don't need to use a ghost box for a reading. It's just
That's
it's
right.
kind of a cool thing to have, and have it available to your clients to use. So with that being said, guys, I just everybody is you all have it's a free country. You can do what you want to do, but just take a step back, look at the big picture, and look at what type of vibe things are pushing out. What you're pushing out to the world is what you're going to get back. And if you're being negative, then I feel like you're going to surround yourself by a negative circle, and then a lot of negative things could happen. Um,
That's true.
so if you focus on positive, if you can slough off the negative, focus on positive, a lot better things will happen. And you just have to keep focusing on the positives and not the negatives. And I know that I wish everybody had the capabilities of doing that. So it's
Mhm.
that's all. I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. And you know I usually am not one to be confrontational. I don't think the way that I put it was confrontational. So
Oh,
if
not
any
at all.
if
Not at
anybody
all. It's
feels
more like
that,
a piece of advice.
and if anybody feels like I'm speaking directly to them, reach out to me, because it's not meant at any one person. It's not meant at anyone in particular. It's just in general. the things I see online, and I wish we could just all focus on positive things instead of negative stuff. So
Yeah, I agree with you. There's already enough negativity in the world and enough terrible things happening, and that we don't need more negativity to be focusing on. And I'm totally with you 100%. I think the more that we're out there trying to spread love and loving messages, healing messages, helping each other out, the better, that's what we're here for, to help each other out and make each other feel better. And I just think that if we all focus on the positive, it would be, like you said, it would be a much better world. And I know it may sound cheesy, but I don't think it's
it's
cheesy at all, because
hard.
I think it's
It's
true.
hard. It really is hard
Yeah.
sometimes, and
Mhm.
a lot of people can get caught up in the moment. And
Mhm.
if you have negative feelings towards somebody and you've never met them or you don't know them, that there's a problem with that. I
Mhm.
mean, because
Yeah.
you really need to look at that person, or maybe reach out to them and see what they have to say,
Yeah.
and try to get the story, because you know that's how things happen, is when you get involved with, it's basically gossip, right? I mean, it's gossiping,
Yeah. It's true.
and yeah, I mean, it's not good. So, and I've had to actually stick up for Bernice. I've had people say, "Oh, she's too old to do reading. She shouldn't be doing this." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I've had to say, who am I? Who am I to tell her she can't do what she loves to do? She's been sick. She's been out. This is the thing. This is what makes her tick. And
Yeah.
it just kind of hurts my soul to even think that somebody has such negativity that they don't think that she should be able to give readings or help people or do what she does, because it's like
Wow.
she has a great ability, and she is just awesome, and if I can help her in any way whatsoever to help her get her message out, I'm going to do it, because you know what, she's not going to be around much longer, but she's been doing this for 54 years, and like I said, it's unbelievable some of the backlash you get, but um,
Yeah, and I absolutely love Bernice. I think I'm with you 100%. If she wants to be out there helping people, oh my gosh, I mean, that's a gift. That's a gift from God that she has in helping people, and uh, the people that I've talked to that she's helped and made a difference in their lives. And even with me, the few times I've talked to her and the way she's helped me and helped guide me in the right direction. I mean, so yeah, no, it's nobody's business. If that's what she's doing, ultimately it's her
well,
decision.
it's
Nobody's
the thing
forcing
is,
her.
people can see it and jump to whatever conclusions they want to jump to, but
Hmm.
what you put out there, that's just going to cause riff. Like if you want to put something
Exactly.
negative out, it's going to cause a negative riff. If
That's
you can
right.
just let it go, why if it bothers you, let it go, move on. Who cares? I mean, there's going to be a lot of things that bother you in this lifetime, but there's no sense in focusing on that. Well, why focus on a
Yeah,
negative
exactly.
situation? Like move on to something positive and make something good, because the more time you waste on that negative shit, the the less time you're going to have to make a difference in the world. And
That's right.
that's all, man. That's all I have to say about that. You know, I'll talk to anyone, anywhere. You have a beef with me. I know there's people that have a beef with me. Um, it is what it is. But I will never not talk to somebody. I'll never not try to figure it out or work something out with somebody if they have a problem, because obviously there's a situation. So let's work it out. But not everybody feels the same way. It's too
Yeah.
bad. With that being said,
And I'll be the first to say that you will. If anybody has anything they want to tell you, you'll talk to
I am an
them
open door.
openly. Exactly. And I'm the same way, guys. I mean, if there's anything you've heard, anything you want clarification on, if you feel, I mean, you can ask Dan. I'm not going to shy away, and I'm not going to be, I'll sit there like Dan, and I'll tell you
But it doesn't need to be in an
everything
open
how it
forum.
is.
Talk privately,
Oh no,
figure it out,
exactly.
and work it out.
Yeah.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That doesn't have to be an open forum.
Yeah, the way you said everything you just said, I love how you said it. It was beautifully stated, and it makes a lot of sense. And I'm like, wow, Dan, because like you said, it's like unlike yourself, but you did it in a very Dan-like way. So
I guess.
yeah, you
But
did.
I am
But
me, and that's the
it's
way I roll. So
hmm And one other thing that I saw the other day online, and I was just like, "Oh my God, thank you for posting this," because it made a lot of sense to me. Was something that Chelsea posted about it's okay to say no once in a while, and it wasn't in a mean way. She put it out there about people reaching out and all that, and to us, that we do this for a living, like myself, Chelsea, Chris, Bernice, other psychic mediums that are out there, Ken, and people, we do, and we're out there, and we will help anyone that needs help. But sometimes it may seem to some people that we're ignoring, or that, and the thing is, our inbox is flooded with questions, and we'll happily answer them, but sometimes it's like I need to replenish my energy. And when she posted that out there about
It's
setting
true.
boundaries, I was like, wow, yeah,
I
you
mean,
know,
I can't even imagine. Like, I handle all of the messages for Bernice and her granddaughter Adia, and I
hmm
mean, it's so hard with her schedule.
hmm
Trying not to push it. It's just so hard. You try to help as many people as you can, and and I hope that people don't get angry and understand that there's only 40 hours to a day. And I try.
Workout.
It's 24 hours to a day. Sorry, I'm thinking 40-hour work week, but
Yeah.
it's it's hard to be everything for everyone all the time. You have to have
Mm-hmm.
you have time for your family. Look at my schedule. I mean, shit. It's hard sometimes. So to try to fit it all in and make sure that it's important to um, try to balance that all out properly. So you
Yeah,
know,
and believe us when we say that the friendships we've made, yeah, of course we honor them, and of course they're important to us. Of course, it's just we want to make sure that we're reaching everyone, and like Dan says, with just so many hours in the day, we have to balance and pay attention to all aspects of our life. Reading is one thing, one portion of what we do, that's the readings. And yes, we do charge for readings because we have to charge for our time. And
how much do you
you
charge for
know
your reading? $20 sometimes.
no. Well, 25 for a three card spread,
Yeah,
$25
so
for a three card spread.
$25. I mean, that's
hmm
comparable. I mean, that's on the cheaper end of what people
hmm
charge across the country. So I mean, it's not like you're trying to rip people off. And
No,
and
$25 for a three
and
card
here's
spread,
the
and
other thing, guys. When you're talking about money and what people charge for things, and it's all perception.
hmm
Like who are you to say? Like who am I? Who are you to say that Bernice can't charge $150 for a reading? If somebody feels like it's that valuable enough for them to do, then that's up to them to decide, not up to you or anybody else to decide what she charges. I mean, I
yeah.
always try to keep her on the lower end and try to give deals and discounts, and she does a lot of free readings every week, trying to help people out there, and it's a lot for her. She's an older lady, and I can't stand it when people say, well, I would do it for this amount. Well, then go ahead, start doing it. There's nobody holding you back from taking mediumship classes and going out there and giving readings away for free if that's what you want to do. But it doesn't change the fact that she's been doing it for 54 years and built up a clientele, to say that she
Yeah.
can't charge what she wants to charge. I mean, it's a business, and it's also fun too. It can be fun.
hmm And it's for healing, it's for help, it's for all that. I mean, like we were saying, my cheapest one is $25, which is still very helpful. And some people have found that all they need is a three card spread, and that's fine. That's enough. Then of course we get into, I have one that I do for 45. I have one that I do for 50. I
Oh
sell
my
my
God.
protection. Yeah, I sell my protection pouches for $30. I don't think that's outrageous. So, yeah. Chris, what
Melissa,
he does is,
no, I was just gonna say Melissa
huh?
Almer in the chat room. She says I would just love to sit back and spend some time with Bernice, and it's
Oh, wow.
and I tell the story quite often how honored I am and I feel, and she's always worried I'm gonna leave her and not help her anymore, and I look at it as like I was a kid. When I was a kid, I used to listen to her on a syndicated radio
hmm
show every Saturday morning, and when I first had the chance to work with her later down the line at a psychic fair, it was like she was like an idol to me,
Wow.
this is the lady I used to listen to on the radio, and she used to help all these people, and then when it came to time for me to be able to assist her, and actually get to go into her home and sit down and get to know her and how helpful she is and caring she is. On a personal note, I mean, it's amazing to be able to listen to her and suck it all in and learn from her. It's, like, people don't take the time to sit back and learn. People don't take the time to sit back and listen to your elders and what people have to say, because once they're gone, the stories are gone. All their teachings are gone. And to just take an hour or two a week and sit back and maybe sit back with your grandma, who's not going to be there much longer. Listen to these stories. It's unbelievable, the history and the cool stuff that you'll learn, the little tidbits that you'll pick up, the differences of the way things were when they were kids as to when you're around now. It's unbelievable, and I love. I know she always says she's cried because I've helped her, and she's cried because I she was afraid after she was ill again that I was going to be done. And I'm like, Bernice, I've told you, when if you're here and you want to do this, I'm going to be here to help you. There's not going to be anybody that can tell you that you're not going to do this anymore. If you don't want to retire ever, and you want to sit there on your hospital bed when you're 90 years old and do readings, I'll come to the hospital and do it with you. If that's what you want to do, you know what I mean? It's like, it's I just don't, people need to sit back and enjoy and learn.
That's right.
And that comes with everything, don't jump to conclusions in life. Don't believe what everybody has to say without knowing that person or trying to
That's
understand
right.
that person. I mean, everybody deserves a chance, and then you can make your own. And if they've done you wrong, then, by all means, hate them all you want. There's reasons, but I mean, again, there's even if you do hate somebody or don't like somebody, there's no reason to focus on that. Let it go. You don't have to assert yourself. There's how many millions or billions of people in this world that I'm sure you're going to connect with a few, and there's going to be a few that you don't connect with.
That's right.
It is what it is, guys, and just to focus on that stuff is just not cool. So
That's right. Love the way you said it. Beautifully
anyways,
stated, Dan.
going off on tangents here on Phenomena Encounter today, but I'm totally out of my element talking about it, but it's just a message. It's just a message to everybody and anyone that's out there to treat everybody the way that you'd want to be treated, and to listen and learn, and you jump to your own conclusions after that point. But until you know all the facts and everything about a situation, don't just base your decisions on that. That's it.
Thank you for that, Dan. I want to read a comment that Jenna Ludmeyer put in there. She says, Dan and Dee, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your words and for all that you guys, Bernice, and everyone else does. You all are truly a blessing. I would love to hang out with you and just hear what you all have to say. You guys are so inspiring. Thank you so much for those kind words, Jenna.
Yeah, thanks, Jenna. And we're glad that you're in there with us, and we're glad to help with what we can help with when we can help. I mean, it's awesome, and it's amazing. Sometimes to see 7, 8, 9, even 1,000 people listening to Bernice talk at 70 some years old. And Heather Larson, she just said it's not healthy to have all those negative feelings. And
that's right.
Negativity is not good. And it gets your blood pressure high, and it makes you make irrational decisions on things because you're not thinking with your mind. You're thinking with your, what you're feeling. And sometimes you got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and then make a smart decision on things. Because when you're not thinking with your head, then there's going to be decisions that are made that you may regret. And it's good. Oh, Smile Kyle's in the house. Oh, Rosa.
Hi, Smile Kyle.
Rosa, what's up, Rosa?
Oh, what's up? And I want to say hi to my friend Lisa Marie Rumfola. She's in there too. Hi, Lisa Marie. Janet Duncan is watching. Shelly R. Malone. I saw her earlier today on another video. I want to say hi to Shelly. Joe Shervanek says he thinks you did great with it, which I agree. You did.
Did great with
Heidi
what?
With everything you said, your words,
just the message?
everything.
All right, cool.
Peggy Ewing Casper says, you create your own reality by the energy you send out, at least in my opinion. And, Peggy, I have to agree with you. I think that we do create our own vibes, our own reality. you raise. Oops, sorry, my volume went down. You do create your own energy, your own vibration, and you raise your vibration actually by focusing on the positive, and you attract those things you want by putting out the energy you want around you. So if you're, like Dan says, putting out negative energy or focusing, on negativity, you're going to attract a lot of negative thoughts, and it may cause the depression and all that. So if you focus on positivity and just helping and just raising your vibration, that's what you're going to attract, and you'll see it change your life in many ways.
You can blame it on retrograde all you want, but when it's not. Even with retrograde, what did I say to you? This is kind of one of the
That's
best
true.
months of my
Yes, you did.
life.
Yeah, I found that to be wow because, oh my gosh, and you know me, Dan, I'm a very positive person. I'm
Yeah, but
always trying to put
you
out
can't
there.
blame outcomes that are things that are happening that are negative on Mercury retrograde. You still have the power to change
Oh,
that. You still have the power
yeah.
to change the
I
outcome
did
of
though
your
read
own
an
life.
article, a very, very interesting article, and I put it out there, is that the energy in Mercury retrograde, it does affect right now, the one that we're in right now will affect communication. So it says limit, not normal communication, but just limit your and when I read this, I've been trying to do this, and it has changed for me, and it's been helping me. It says limit your urge or opportunity, I guess you could say, to um, want to confront situations right now, because just of the energy that's around right now being given off in the universe, it'll just, especially with fiery people, like I'm a very fiery person. So if there's something I don't like or something, if I try to face it or confront it, it's going to come off wrong. So
Right.
when I read that article, I said, you know what, let me just chill, and I'll just I'll do
But
things the Dan way.
but no, I'm all about facing and confronting things. You just have to go about it in the right way, and you have to be compassionate and understanding to how the other person's feeling. Because if you don't do that, then it's going to blow up in your face. You have to try to
That's true.
understand people's beliefs, what their thought process is, and then you have to make, an educated decision. Whether is this person worth keeping around, or do you want to move on? Because
That's right.
um, not everybody is going to click, like I said before. So, but I think being able to talk woman to woman or man to man or however, whatever you need to do, can only help. And after that point, you decide what you want to do. But it's not worth
I
it's not
want to
worth
do
getting all.
something.
You want to do readings now? Are you ready to do some
Well, no,
readings?
I want to do something. This is for everybody listening. I just feel, and everything I do is usually spirit led and guided, and I just, something's telling me to pull a general, just to kind of set the mood of where we're at, and for everyone right now. I feel like everybody that's tuning in right now can kind of use a little bit of an uplifting message, and I want to pull a message from Archangel Michael, and this is to all our listeners, especially those of you that right now that seem to be what I'm getting, the message that I'm getting right now is for those of you that seem to be a little bit lost or stagnant and not, you just feel like you don't know what direction to go in. So I want to pull, and just for everybody in general, I want to pull a card, and then from there we'll do individual readings. But this is general for
Sure.
everybody, and those of you, oops, they're falling. You know what that means? They have a lot to say. So
Or
I'm
you're a
picking them
klutz,
up.
one of the two.
No, I actually learned that when the cards fight you in the shuffle, and you can ask Mr. Boggle this one too. It's usually that the energy is building up and they have a lot to say. So, um, I'm gonna shuffle. We'll do a general one, and then we'll get into some readings because I know people want to hear. So, okay, all right, here we go. So this is for everybody out there listening. This is from Archangel Michael. It says, "Keep your eyes on your targeted intention." How funny that this is
I
the one
love
that
it.
comes out,
I
Dan, when
love it.
we're talking about. Yeah, attracting, just putting out the energy that you want to attract. And then the card I pull is this one. Keep your eyes on your target intention. Here's a prayer for all of you. It says, "Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner vision and intention. I ask you for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action towards realizing my dreams." So I'm putting that out
That's
there.
awesome.
Yep, I think that's a perfect way to
I
start on our
Yeah, and
readings.
and that's another good thing too. Like when people are trying to make changes, positive changes in their life, I think it's important to look at what your end goal is. Don't look at,
Mm-hmm.
the immediate future. You got to look at the long-term future, and you have to have patience in order to achieve your goals, because it's not going to happen. I mean, for some people it happens overnight. They win the lottery, yeah, bomb, boom, it's all good. But for the average person, you have to work on it, and you have to be patient
Mm-hmm.
and continue to work on it. Like for instance, I have an agreement with my wife. I said, Colleen, I said I'd like to get a Tesla. And she says, not before you get the kitchen done, or take us on a vacation to Disney and I get a new car. I'm like, all right, so now I know what I need to deal. Now I know what I need to get done before I can get my end goal. Like that's my focus, and everything that I do, I'm going to focus on getting that done for my family. But it's you have to set your priorities and take baby steps. Take baby steps on your goals, and once you reach one
That's
limit,
right.
move on to the next one, and just keep going, and then things will blossom like a flower more than you even know.
Mm-hmm.
So just
That's absolutely correct.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Peggy Ewing
So,
wants to know what deck you're using.
well, I've got several of my decks out. I've got my angel card deck. I've got my butterfly oracle cards, my angel oracle cards, got my archangel Michael cards. I also have my life purpose oracle cards. So I actually connect with all of these decks, and then also messages from your angels. So I use a plethora of oracle cards. Sometimes
Nice.
when I'm doing a reading, I combine them. I'll pull from one deck and then go and the way I do my readings, guys, it's all very spirit. Like I said, it's very spirit led, guided, and sometimes I'll start with my butterfly cards, and then as we're going on into the reading, I tell them, hold on, I feel like there's a message going to be coming through, you know, by me using my angel cards, and I'll pull two cards from there, and then I'll pull from the life purpose cards, and I just sort of combine them all together. That's how I do my readings.
Keena Dorning wants you to pull a card for her. She's the first one
Sure.
that popped out to me when I was reading through the comments here. Keena Doring.
Okay. Okay,
And
Keena, I'm gonna go
I'm
ahead.
just gonna have you pull cards. I'm just gonna.
Okay. For Keen Adorning, I'm going to pull from my butterfly deck. That's the one I felt I wanted to do for you. Okay, so right now I went ahead and I did three for you. What it looks like right now is going on with you is you're approaching an end of a cycle, an end of an era in your life right now. Something's coming to a close, coming to an end, sort of resolving itself. And even though it feels right now like it's chaotic, like it's not going to have a resolution, I'm here to tell you that it is. So this part of your life that's coming to an end is a good thing. It's going to move you on and shift you into a new direction. But I am going to tell you this, you are going to need some support. So instead of closing in on yourself like you tend to do, I want you to start reaching out, opening up, and really being honest with those around you and with yourself about how you feel. No more smiling through the pain. No more fake it to make it. None of that anymore. I want you to honestly say it's okay to reach out and to talk about how you're really feeling. You don't have to keep those feelings to yourself. Also, you're going to have to start realizing that you need to be a support system for those around you, and that's why you have to get yourself back in balance. There's also something that looks here that the cards are saying you're going to have to start changing the way you eat. Adopting a more healthy lifestyle and healthy way of eating, because if you don't do that, it's going to throw off your health, and things can be unbalanced. You're okay right now, but please, please, please start adopting a better way of eating. You need to start doing that. Drink more water. I'm getting that message right now. You're not drinking enough water. You're not resting the way you're supposed to be resting. The message right now for you is self-care, and prepare yourself for the new things that are on their way, because you're definitely coming to a closing cycle in your life. But it's going to be a good thing in the end. It's going to be good for you. And
Sweet.
that's the message for her.
Rosa Nilberg, she wants a card pulled for her from Periscope.
Okay, Rosa, here we go. I'm going to do the same thing for her. This is sort of like a demonstration of my three-card pool. That was a three-card pool that I did. Okay, Rosa, right now it looks like you're putting a lot of your time into certain situations, a lot of time, and it may feel to others and even to yourself that you're not getting anything back. That's okay because your soul, your personality is a type that you like to heal and help without expecting anything in return. It also means right now you're prime. It's a good time for you to start looking into some sort of volunteer work, a way to sort of, that's going to be like an outlet for you, volunteer, helping others, and you already kind of do that in your daily life without realizing you're there for a lot of people. You help a lot of people. Your emotions right now are all over the place. You've been very emotional lately. Things are springing up, sentimental feelings. I think it's time for you to dig up those emotions that you have buried deep inside, bring them back up to the surface, deal with them, heal from them, and leave that down, and just take those lessons and that love with you, and really it's a growth that's going to happen for you, and you'll be able to continue helping others. But there's things that you need to come face to face with and deal with, and you've buried that deep inside. You have, and that's where the emotions and sentimental feelings are kind of out of whack about everything right now. You're like on an emotional roller coaster, and it's okay. We all go through those moments. You're human. It's okay. But it's just gonna take some time. You can't do it. It's your timeline. You deal with it in the amount of time that it takes you to deal with it. Otherwise, you're never gonna heal 100% from it. So with you, it's healing.
Cool. This one is from Teresa Lynn Perkins. She says, I just had a feather come out of nowhere and float down in front of me and land on the plant near my feet as I had to listen to this broadcast. Can you tell me who is near me or with me?
That's definitely that feather is definitely a message from the other side. That's the message of your angels and your guides. You will most of the what ends up happening is that they send you these types of messages, they send you these types of signs to let you know that they're with you, they're guiding you, and they're getting you through. But right now the feeling that I'm getting, it's sort of like something's telling me, yes, I'm on the right track, but this is family, actually,
Yeah.
Teresa. This is family. This is somebody that you have on the other side. It's family. And they're right there with you. You've been needing the support more so lately than you have in the past. You're actually, there's something you're dealing with and that you've been trying to get through, and I get the word lost, like you've been feeling lost, and this is just a sign from your this is a familiar, it's family, and they're there with you, guiding you, and they want you. Talk to them. You know who it is. Talk to them, open up about what you're going through, and they hear you, and they'll be there. Also, just reach out, pray, whatever your belief system is, pray. Reach out to Archangel Michael. He'll guide you, he'll help you. I feel like right now you need some sort of help to kind of pull you along, and yeah, this is definitely a family member.
I get a gentleman. I'm feeling like the
Mhm.
letter J,
Mhm.
maybe Joseph, or I can't. But I see him. He's just got a smiling face, and he's wanting her to know that he's there with her. And it's like his hair is like a comb. It's just like a comb over. Like I don't know. I just see a very happy face, and I don't know who. He's not giving me a definitive sign as to who he is, but he's definitely a relative of
I
some
get a
kind.
mail. I get a mail. I was feeling mail. I didn't say it because I thought, what if, let me just, and that's, if Mooney were here, he'd tell me, just say it, because he always tells me, just say it. I
That's why I
still have that
didn't, 'cause
felt
you
out.
didn't.
Uh-huh.
You're chicken shit.
And,
You let the
and
cards be
yeah,
your
that's why.
crutch.
Yeah, no, I don't. I actually did that reading without the cards. I just started feeling that it was family, but and I was feeling deep down that it was male, but I just didn't say it.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. It's a male family member. Mhm.
Cool.
She
Let's see
knows who
who
it
else.
is.
Let's see who else. Oh, Shelly Wade Bush. She says, Hi, Dee and Dan. I lost my sister many years
Hi.
ago, and she was pregnant when she passed. 9 years to the day of her death, my daughter was born. My grandma, who was very spiritual, has now also passed and told me my daughter is the same spirit as the one my sister was carrying before she died. Always wanted confirmation.
Can you read the first sentence again from that one?
She lost her sister many years ago when she was
Uh-huh.
pregnant, and when she passed, she was pregnant when she passed.
Okay.
Then 9 years ago to the day, 9 years ago to the day, the death of her daughter was born. So 9 years later, her daughter was born, and she wanted to know if it was the same spirit. And I'm feeling really strong about that, and I feel like spirits
Yeah.
can definitely
Yes.
come back. And
Oh, yes. This definitely is the same. The reason why I want it because as you were reading that, I definitely get a very strong confirmation that it is the same. It's the same spirit. It's the same soul, most definitely. And that's why you had that. You already knew the answer to that question. The reason why you already knew the answer to that question is because it most definitely is that yes, it's the same soul, the same spirit. So the good thing in all this is that she's with you.
right,
Mhm.
yeah, that's cool. That's really neat.
Mhm.
So, Dee, take a quick little break. We'll do some more readings in a second. But what do you have coming up? I mean, you have some. I know you have some events coming up, right?
Yes, we do actually. Well, here in Brownsville, get this. This is going to be awesome. So I don't know if I have any
I'm
of my
excited for
Brownsville people.
this. I saw the announcement. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got any Brownsville peeps in the chat room right now, or even Texas peeps or old friends of mine that are, now I have some friends of mine that went to high school with me that they listen to our shows, and some of them are in Dallas, some of them are in San Antonio, some of them are all over the place. But if you're in there, see if you can make a trip down. I believe it's April 26th. Chris and I are going to have an event at this little place called the Broken Sprocket. We're going to be doing a. Hold on. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Sorry, I lost you. Yeah, we're going to be doing an event at this place called the Broken Sprocket, and it's going to be like a psychic gallery. We're going to do psychic readings, psychic presentation, and immediately after because my brother-in-law, my sister's boyfriend, his name's Omar, he's a salsa instructor. Okay,
Nice.
and he does, and he holds events. There's other events that he's a part of where it's like salsa night. So what we did was kind of combined forces. We're gonna do the first. It takes about maybe 2 hours or so to do our presentation and where we do psychic readings and everything, and then immediately after that, the entertainment we're gonna be providing is a salsa night. So
Sweet.
Chris and I are calling it psychic salsa.
Little spunk.
Yeah, so it's going to be the first event of its kind down here that includes a psychic gallery, psychic reading, and then we're going to end the night with some salsa dancing. So
I wonder if
that
you'll
is
get anybody.
awesome.
I wonder if you'll get anybody to come over from Mexico for this.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? We're going to get a lot of people from Mexico over
Sweet.
here.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. That's going to be August 26th. And I'm so excited because Chris's parents will be in town.
Wonderful.
And I can't wait to get Mama Moon salsa dancing.
Oh my God. I can't see it happening. But maybe. Hey, you never know.
Yeah, I
Get a
cannot
couple
wait.
margaritas in her, maybe she'll do it.
And so I'm excited about that. And then immediately following after our psychic salsa night, the 27th and 28th, we have our amazing, our episode 2 of Ghostbox Chronicles live on VidiSpace. On Friday night, of course, we're going to do our investigation where it's just us at the location. And we've got 2 amazing locations here in Brownsville. And you know how for the longest time you've been telling me, hey, if it's untouched, if you've got some great, you need to start, shining some light on that place. You need to start bringing attention to it. And it's happening, Dan. It is happening. We're going to be doing our show from 2 different locations. The Friday night, we're going to be investigating I don't want to say just yet from where. It's going to be a little bit of surprise, but it's going to be one of our historic locations here in Brownsville. That's going to be the investigation Friday night. And then our investigation / event the following, because you know how we do 2 back-to-back nights on VidiSpace. So following the next day, it's going to be at another location very close to the first, practically next door to it. And that's where we're going to have the event / Day 2 investigation show on VidiSpace. And I'm so excited because on the second day is when we invite the public to come out with us. Just like at Bloody Mary's museum, we did night 1 just us investigating, and then the day 2 we had an event, and then we filmed second investigation, and we talked to the people sort of for the show, interviewed them for the show so that they can tell the people watching on Video Space what they experienced there with us.
Nice.
And we're going to do the same format for this one, but it'll be people that come to our event here in Brownsville get to be on the
Sweet.
TV show the
Awesome.
second night. So if you guys want to be on the TV show with us, come out second night. We'll be selling tickets for that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. So like I said, Psychic Salsa, April 26th. That's a Thursday, and Friday and Saturday, 27th and 28th, we have our show on
Nice.
Video Space from Brownsville, Texas. How awesome is that?
That's so cool. I got one that really popped out to me. Let's get a couple more readings and then I'll talk about my stuff. It was from Maria Rodriguez. She says, "Can I please have a card pulled? I feel like I'm lost. I feel so depressed and I feel so sad."
Okay, definitely. I'm going to pull for her an Archangel Michael card. I feel like she needs a message from Archangel Michael.
Heather Larson says she's going to try to make your event.
Oh, yay! I'm so excited. Can't wait to meet you, Heather. It's only 4 hours away. Here we go. Here is your card. Oh, wow. This is from Maria Rodriguez, right?
Right.
Okay, this is for you. It says positive thoughts create positive results. Another one of these cards. It's beautiful. It says,
Kind of
yeah.
what we were talking about earlier again, yeah.
And here's the prayer. Divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and situation. Here's a second one for her. I felt the need to pull another one. It says believe and trust. Believe and trust. And here's the card. It says down here, here's the prayer. Before going to sleep tonight, say this. Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust.
Strength.
Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. So that's just for you.
And I think that's a lot of what she needs to deal with. She needs to replace fear with strength. And it's hard to do. It's definitely hard to do, but kind of like the message that I was talking about earlier, you can't do everything for everybody, and you have to focus. Sometimes it's okay to focus on you, and it sounds like that's what you need to do. And you need to lay everything down on the table, and you need to make a list and start plugging away on them one after another until you get done with the list, and then have an end goal. And instead of having all this stuff frustrating you and making you upset all the time, you only can do so much, and it's not worth getting sick over. So
that's right.
Take your time, take a deep breath, patience, and try to work it out. And you can do it. Everybody has the power to do it. It's tougher for some than others, but it's in everybody's power to control their own destiny. So definitely.
I want to say hi to Charles Anthony. Chuck Banks is in
what's up,
the chat
Chucky?
room. We love you, Chuck. He says, hey, guys, hope you all are well. We are. I'm glad you could join us. Glad you popped in here. Love you, buddy. And then he also says down here, he really liked the prayer that I said of Archangel Michael. So he says, amen. Yeah, I think it was a great prayer, and it's very fitting. And not just for Maria, but for several other people that may feel that they feel lost. They don't know what to believe. Just remember, believe and trust. And if you put your faith in the angels and in God, it will happen for you. Just trust the universe. Trust the process. It'll happen. Have faith.
All right, this one is Pamela Schnetzler Tooney. Should I buy a house and move, or buy the house we are living in?
Okay, I'm feeling that right now the best thing for you to do is to buy the house you're living in. That's what I'm feeling.
I agree.
That's the first. Yeah. That's the first thing. I feel like you'll be able to, everything will be able to smoothly flow from there if you buy the house you're already living in. Now, I know right now you're thinking, wait, but what about this problem and this problem and this problem? I understand. The thing is, you know how to fix those certain things that may be wrong in that home. And I think it'll be a more comfortable place for you and for those that are involved. I just think it's better overall.
There's a move coming for her, though. I feel like getting this place stabilized and staying where she is right now will allow her to make the move that she really wants down the road, and she's going to be really happy with it, and it's going to be really good. I just think that
And it will take her some time. It will take her some time. That's why right now I think it's important to focus on where you're at right now. Fix it there, and I strongly believe that she needs to stay where she's at right now. I want to mention my friend Daisy Lizette Salinas says, "Hi everybody." She put in here. Hold on, where is she? Hey D, D read for me. I had a very emotional. Oh, read me. I had a very emotional day. Okay, she's from Brownsville. She wants me to read for. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull a card for you, Daisy. Um, I'm feeling that your emotional day has a lot to do with different stresses and things that you're juggling right now. Part of them being your job, being work. I just want you to remember one thing, Daisy, before I read. Remember, you can't please everybody, and you need to be at peace with the things that are surrounding you and with what you know that you can do. Handle the situation that you're faced with in the deep down, you know what you have to do. It's hard, but you know what you have to do. So I'm going to pull a card for you. Um, what are you feeling, Dan? Angel or butterfly?
Butterfly.
Okay. Let's go butterfly. Oof, Daisy, interesting. Okay, so realizations and epiphanies. Right now you need to pay attention and focus on the things that are happening around you. Learn how to read the situations and people's true intentions around you. I agree with what Charles Anthony is saying, and it's funny that I looked at that just as I was reading for you. He says that you can't please everyone. You have to, where is it? It fits your situation. Please yourself before you can please the universe. So it's true. You have to take care of yourself. Realizations and epiphanies, Daisy, right now, pretty much, I feel like you're going to start having these aha moments, and you have to listen to your gut. You have to listen to that intuition. You have a strong intuition, and you know what the best way for you to handle certain things that are popping up around you. Yeah. I feel like you're going to be having a lot of these epiphany moments where you're going to say, aha, that's what it is. And you're going to start figuring things out, and it's going to make things easy for you. Just know that everything's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay, and it's going to work out. I do feel that strong sense to tell you that everything is going to be okay. It is. It's going to work out for the better in the long run. Do you have anything to add, Dan?
No, you said it. You said it great. Awesome.
All right.
All right, and I have one from Terry on Periscope. She says, "Hi Dan and D, I'm Terry. I would love a card pulled for finances in 2018. April has been a rough month so far." It's that Mercury retrograde, isn't it? Isn't it, D?
Yeah, it's Mercury retrograde. She wants for finances.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. So I pulled a couple to just sort of get an idea of what's going on here. Now, I do see the emotions card is popping up, which means that right now you are very worried, overwhelmed, stressed. You want to see an improvement. You want to see things happening. I feel frustration around you. Now, don't let this stop you from fixing don't let this stop you from doing what you have to do to get things on the right track. Don't throw your hands up in the air and say, that's it, I give up. I'm getting the word prioritize. With you, it's about prioritizing, and I do feel like there's something coming, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take a while for this to sort of get off and get off the ground and start taking you to where you want to go. In regards to your finances, I feel that improvement coming, but it's like I'm hesitating to say it because there's hesitation around you, and it's not you, it's just the situation. It is going to improve. It's just I feel like there's something that you're missing, something you're not doing to get that going, if that makes sense. And I'm going to stick to that. I feel like you got to get it off the ground. There's something that, and you know what it is that you got to do. You know who you have to talk to. It will improve. Finances are going to improve for you. That I see, but you got to get this thing started over here on the back end. The reason why I know that's because it says join in, which means get things started, get things moving, play an active role on fixing things for yourself, if that makes sense. I hope that helps.
Cool. I have one from Stephanie in Arizona. She says, "Is the spirit that held my hand and brought me to tear my dad?" Oh my God, I feel really like tingly sensation all over from that, just from her saying that.
Oh my gosh, that most definitely is the spirit of she says the spirit of her dad, right? Because
Yeah.
I get male, big, strong male figure. It's very strong and very present with you. Been present with you for quite a while. I'm not sure if you just recently felt like he's been with you, but I have to tell you, he's been with you for quite a while. Always watching, always guiding, um, concerned about your well-being at times. But I just think that's just his nature.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But he's
yeah,
definitely with
definitely
you.
most.
He's definitely with.
I got the word dreams right now in my head as I was about to move on to something else. I got just a flash, the word dreams, which tells me that he's going to reach out to you in dreams. He wants to reach out to you. He wants to, there's more that he wants to tell you. And it's nothing unsaid, nothing. It's just, I think it has to do with his concern. And I think he wants you to take care of yourself and the things that are important. Um, Not a bad scolding, but just kind of like a guidance. And I feel like that's why he's going to visit you in dreams to sort of offer guidance.
Cool.
That's yeah.
Awesome. I just real quick, I just want to give a kind of let everybody know where I'm going to be. In the next
Mhm.
coming weeks, I have a lot of events planned, and the first this weekend, I'm going to be at Salem Con, Salem, Massachusetts, at the Hawthorne Hotel. And the city hall, I believe it's expanded. I do have an opportunity to. I'm going to be speaking at the event, and it's going to be awesome.
Awesome.
Chelsea's going to be with me. Actually, Lynn is going to be there vending as well from within these walls. Also, this Saturday on Vidi Space is going to be part two of the Statler City Hotel. We did two parts there. So within these walls is going to be live this Saturday at 11 o'clock on Vidi.live. So if anybody wants to watch my show, tune in. You know, you can sign up for a free 7 day if you haven't signed up yet, and watch all the content that's on there. And it's the haunted.space. Check it out, guys. And then next week, oh, I'm super excited that I'm going to be in California on the USS Hornet for the Nick Roth
Awesome.
tour. Yeah, it's going to be a fun party. I can tell you that right now, and we'll have a lot of fun investigating. And it's just going to be cool. It's sold out event. It's going to be sweet. California, here I come. And then in on May 4th, I will be at Edinburgh Manor in Scotch Grove, Iowa, doing an investigation with Coyote Chris Sutton, Kelly McCarville, and the Ghost Crier. And I'm looking
Ooh, Ghost
really,
Crier, Chris
yeah,
Sutton.
yeah, fun times,
Love
right?
him.
And I've never been to Edinburgh
Yeah.
Manor, so it's public investigation. I'm sure it'll be sold out. If you don't have tickets for that, check it out. Edinburgh Manor, public investigation on May 4th, and I'll be there to help facilitate that. And then I head back to the East Coast on March or May 19th, and I will be at Para-Unity, New Jersey Para-Unity Expo on May 19th. Of course,
Mhm.
there'll be a bunch of within these walls slid in there in gaps and stuff like that, and um, it'll be cool. So if you want to check out all my stuff that I have coming up, just go to danielklaes.com, go into my event section, and see all the fun things that you can attend. And I'd love to meet all you guys if I'm going to be in a city or an area near where you are. Come and chat and have a talk.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm excited. I want to read a message that came in from Eileen Harper. She says, D, you and Chris answered a question for me on Box Talk. It was about my surgery. I have retained a new lawyer. Thank you. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Sweet, congratulations. I think it'll
Here
work
is
out.
from Yeah, yeah, I think so too. I'm feeling really good about her having a new lawyer and all that. I feel like it's a step in the right direction, and I'm feeling really good about that. Nora Elia Cortez says, "Hey, Dee and Dan, will I find love soon? Been single for a few years now. I feel like I'm ready to date. I know the past couple of years I've been healing, or am I going to be an old lady with cats? No, Nora, you're not going to be an old lady with cats. You are
She might have a
definitely,
couple of
definitely."
them. I feel a couple cats.
Nora, what I see with you when I think about your love life and meeting somebody and a partner, I see the word chance, and I definitely see like it's gonna be it's going to be a chance meeting, but I'll tell you what I see in my head, this is somebody that you have a lot of things in common with. Um, I feel like this is going to be one of the better relationships you've had in a while. And don't worry about, I know the first thing that pops in your head is, but what about my kids? And what about, it's going to work out. And you're going to meet somebody that's on your level finally, maturity and all that. And it's going to be a good thing. I really feel positive about it. I don't see it happening within the next month or within the next couple of weeks, but I do see it happening, here in the future. I do feel that you have some more healing to do and personal development to do with your own personal relationship with yourself, because I feel like there's standards that you have that are not where they should be. I don't want you to just settle for just anyone. So I think that part of you needs to, you got to bring your standards up a little bit, but also bring your wall down, because you're very walled up and it's not going to work out. But I feel like there's work that you still have to do, and that's why the universe hasn't said, well, here you go, but it is going to happen for you. Look out for that, and it's going to be a chance meeting. It's going to be when you least expect it, when you're not looking for it. Always remember this: what you seek is already seeking you. You just haven't found each other yet. So there you go.
Sweet. You want ready for another one from a different outlet? Let's see if I have any. Donna Naylor from YouTube wants to know, D, can you pull a card for me, please?
Sure, of course I can. I am feeling like I want to go with my butterfly cards. I'm so connected with this deck. I want to go with my butterfly cards, and I'm going to just give you a message that is for you. Okay, wow. Here we go. I'm pulling several just to get an overall feel of what. Couple of important things you need to know. First of all, your financial situation is going to greatly improve here, and fairly soon. I'm not saying within the next week, but it is going to be fairly soon. In this year, you're going to see an improvement. But once you see that improvement, what I want you to do is I want you to keep steady and keep it going, keep it sort of watering that, taking care of that, and nurturing that, because it is going to get better, but it can easily, if you don't continue growing that idea, it can go back to where you're at right now. Also, there's several situations, not just one, several situations in your life where forgiveness needs to be applied. First of all, it starts with self-forgiveness. I feel like you're very hard on yourself, and you tend to you tend to be very hard on yourself. You don't give yourself enough credit where credit is due, and you need to understand that you're doing the best job you can. You're going at it the best you can, and you're doing what you can do, and that's okay. Don't let what other people think about.
Did you say
the
stink?
Time you're putting. What other people think.
You said
about
other people
time.
stink. I heard you.
Don't let what other people think about the time that you're putting into helping others determine how well of a job you're doing, because you're doing what you can do, and that's all you can do. Okay. Now remember, here's the first thing: your financial situation is going to improve within this year. You just have to really nurture that, take care of it. Apply forgiveness to more than one situation in your life, starting with yourself, and then there's a situation that I know that you're facing, and I don't know if it's something you've carried for a while or if it's just something that's sprung up lately, or a combination of both. But there needs to be forgiveness applied to the situation, even though you feel that the other party is not applying or reciprocating or not forgiving, even if it's just you telling yourself, I forgive and that's it, I move on. It needs to happen, because otherwise it's just going to pull you down like an anchor. There are going to be some family changes coming up here for you within this year, some things, changes in the family dynamic. I do feel that the overall outcome is going to be for the better, but when these family changes begin to take place, you're going to feel a little off balance and a little unstable, and it's going to be a little bit scary, but in the long run, it's what's supposed to happen, and it's going to work itself out in the end. So just look out for those family changes, for that improvement financially, and start applying that forgiveness to those situations that are difficult in your life.
Awesome.
So
all right,
there you go.
I got to get going, unfortunately. We've been on for over an hour. It's crazy, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
But
Yeah.
guys, tune in next week. You're going to be available next week again, right?
Yes, I am.
All right, so
Yes.
tune in next week for more positive messages and few readings here and there. If anybody's interested in getting a reading with Denise, where they gotta go?
Guys, first of all, let me put a message in here in the chat room. Also, message me for a private
Okay,
reading,
so
and then you guys can.
she's gonna put it in the chat room, guys. Hit her up.
So you guys, there I am in there, Denise Garcia. Message me for a private reading. You can catch me on Facebook. I don't know if you want to copy and paste my link to the other outlet stand so that you can catch me on Twitter. I'm at Twitter.
D Paranormal.
My
Thank you.
D Paranormal on Twitter. You can catch me on Facebook. My email address, if you want to email me, is deebutterfly321@gmail.com. Again, that's deebutterfly321@gmail.com. So you can email me and we can set up a reading. Just hit me up, or you can also go to our fan page on Facebook for Box Talk with Mooney and D, and you can message us there, and you can hit us up for a reading, either myself or Chris, or hit us up on the Phenomena Encountered fan page.
Yeah, there's lots
and
of ways.
Can,
there's lots of ways to get in contact with you if you need to, guys. So if you feel the need, she'll definitely pull cards for you. Are you doing box talk this week?
Yes, we are. Tomorrow we're
So
doing
tomorrow
Box
night,
Talk at
you and Chris
8:30
will be on at
Central.
8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern Standard. I'll be back on with Bernice on Monday, guys, at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Then at 9:15, we're going to be doing a private online gallery reading with a minimum of a $5 donation to go towards the Hinsdale House Restoration Project. That's on Patreon.com, and that's Hinsdale House Museum. And then we will be back on Tuesday, and we'll have some more fun, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's been an awesome show, and we look forward to seeing you guys again very soon.
That's right.
And
Smile. Smile, and remember to make someone else smile too. Mwah. Love you guys.
All right, have a good
Bye.
night, guys. Thank